So guys, run finally let me out of the cage. I only got like 12 hours to shoot this. Oh, guys, delete this. Don't let this footage out. Let's go. So we are back. So we are back from Miami. I'm pumped. As you can see, we're sitting here today in a different format because today I want to speak to you. I want to educate you. I want to show you what's been happening in my life, and I want to teach you what's happening along this journey. And this is a place for me to express. I'm learning the journey of becoming successful in many different categories. And this is my place to teach you guys along the journey and to help you change your life today to create the journey that you actually want. So I just got back from Miami. I saw a lot of success, right? And I want to explain the difference between the people that have money versus the people that don't have money, and how you can take the balance of these two pillars and put them together, which is very important. Money is amazing, guys. It's incredible. But if you're not who you are when you have the money and you don't know how to control it, it actually really sucks. It becomes something that's amazing for the first few minutes or first few hours, and then it just fades away really quickly. And I realized that when I got into the Rolls Royce for the first time. I was like, whoa, this is incredible. Like, look at the stars, look at all of this, look at the buildings. And then by day 3, I'm like, okay. It's cool. It doesn't change my life anymore. It doesn't make me feel any better. And this is big. So what I want to speak about today is the 3 major topics that I think separates the successful versus the non-successful. And this is in all categories. And the first one I want to speak about is the mindset. The poor and the rich, right? Now, the poor, what I mean by poor is just not successful in a specific category. You can be poor in happiness, you can be poor in relationships, you can be poor in many of these things, and you can be rich in these too. And it's very important to understand these categories and combining the two together. Now, the one big thing I want to speak about when it comes to mindset is not reinventing the wheel. Now, a normal poor person in any mind, they want to do everything themselves. They want to create this whole vision. They want to do it all because they want to be unique, right? They want to be seen. Something inside of them is telling them they're not good enough, or they're afraid to show themselves, and they want to create it all themselves. And what it does is it creates this really, really long journey to your target. Now, I want to make an example of that. If you sit there right now and you have $100 in your account and you're like, I want to make this $10 million. How realistic does that sound to yourself? It sounds crazy. You're like, whoa, that's a far way to go. And I know, I could see it from you guys right now. It doesn't sound realistic. What I need you guys to understand is it's all realistic, but you got to understand how to create bite size and how to make it achievable. Now, if I had to say this, if you had to take $100 to $200, step 1, 200 to 400, 400 to 800, 800 to 1,600. You know, after 12 steps, you're a millionaire. 12 steps. Now, in your head, you just thought, how do I take $100 to $1 million? But I'm saying, let's break it down into 12 steps. Let's focus on one step at a time when it comes to it. Now, this is a very important thing to understand, that you've just made something simple and achievable for yourself, that you can believe that you can actually do it. So when you come and sit and I have to do this all by myself, this is a big thing, guys. Where the rich is completely different. They like, let's look at all the wheels that are already invented. Let's take everything that they've succeeded in, everything that they've lost in, and let's make sure we focus on the losses and we take everything that they've succeeded in, and let's jump the queue. And that's so big, guys. You know how much in humanity for the last thousands of years, people have lived these lives paying these prices that you still pay today. It makes no sense. Now, guys, what I want you to really do and to understand about this is, firstly, you need to envision your life of what it actually is. Where are you with the money? Okay, so take a notepad and write down, where do I see my life with the money? Okay, where is it? What is it? Is it on an island? Is it in a huge office? What may it be? Secondly, who do I want next to me when I'm there? Okay, and what type of person do I want to be when I'm there? These are big things, because just before you start this road to success, you need to have those 3 basic understandings. Now what you do is you start looking at your role models. You start looking at who shows what. You know those people you're attracted to on the internet and you're watching your phone. Why are you attracted to that specific person? Now, for me, for example, I had Steve Jobs. I had the guys. I was interested in their business minds of how they made the money. Then I liked someone like Conor McGregor, where it was this guy that came in and just had this mentality to take over. But he was also a normal human. And the way he stuck behind his country, the passion that he had. And, you know, if you had to take these 2 pillars and put them together, it's incredible. Why? Because you have the one that's got the business mind And then you got the other one that's got the passion, but also the family. And this is the understanding of these different pillars of what you actually want to be. So when I say research all these people, take the favorite people that you have on the internet. What do you like about them? What don't you like about them? Then take someone in the business world. What do you like about them? What don't you like about them? You got to take these three major categories that you've put over there, where do I want to be business-wise, or where do I want to be in the world? What does that look like? Who's next to me? And who am I as that person? And when you are a billionaire, what are you doing? Are you giving back? What's your purpose? What's going to fuel you? Because if you don't have anything to chase any day, you might as well be dead. That's a really, really important thing to understand. You need something to chase and to inspire you every day to keep you going and moving. So once you've taken all these people, you can start building ultimately who you actually want to be. Now, these guys have all lived their lives. They've already done so many things in front of you. Why are you trying to fight these battles yourself? Why are you trying to do these things yourself? You have it in you right now to take everything from that and to start off this beautiful journey of actually understanding what you want. Can we get in there? Fuck.
You did, bro. You're there. You're here, turn on the lights.
I'm so happy for this.
Yeah.
I'm just learning how to do it again.
Same here.
This is probably one of the biggest mistakes that people make, is they choose to do their passion as a job. And this is a big one. How many of you sit there and say, I want to be a doctor one day? I want to be a superhero one day. I want to be a firefighter, whatever it may be. Okay, that's amazing, but don't go do that. Don't go do that straight away. And the reason is you already have this world that's been built over hundreds of years, and they have their systems, guys. As you can see, you literally have 5% of the planet running 95% of the money, and 95% of the planet running 5% of the money. We're already in a system that's like beyond our control, and it's corrupt. You know, it's filled with greed and things like that, which means if you're going to turn something that is your passion into a job, you're falling into a system that's going to take you away from that very quickly. Because what it's going to end up doing is you're going to do your passion, and then you're going to fall into the system of getting very shitty pay, working for a boss, ultimately turning and hating that passion at some point, and probably never coming back to it. And that sucks, guys. You deserve to have dreams. You deserve to have things to chase. You're just doing it wrong. So the difference between this is I was like, guys, you don't even know who I am yet. You don't even know that I started as a carpenter. I'm probably going back to a carpenter after this whole journey, after crypto and stuff. I really enjoyed making stuff and going to a place every day to create. But I tried to do it as a job first, and it destroyed me. It literally spat me out, treated me like crap. I earned no money off of it. I was sore all the time. I was hurting all the time. And that really sucked because I really enjoyed it. So that's when the big flip happened. Let me become a billionaire, and then I can go into my workshop every day and build whatever I want for the sake of building it, for the sake of my passion, for the sake of wanting to do what I want to actually do. So for me, the big thing is become successful and learn the system quickly. Make money, understand how this world works. Stay humble, stay true, and stay who you are during the process. Then go and create the actual beauty. This is very important. Now, guys, another big topic I want to speak about is being honest with yourself. Now, you got the difference between the rich and poor, and I saw this with Run. Now, you know Run and Crypto Banter. You know that man watches every single one of his shows. I can't, because I sit there and I judge myself, and I'm so hard on myself, and no one can critique myself more than my actual self. Where he sits and studies himself every day. He literally watches his videos and he's like, I can be better there. I can do this. I did that well. I did that shit. Do you see how he could sit externally and be honest with himself? Now, this is a really big skill, is being honest with yourself of where you're really good and where you're really shit, and being okay with that. And the reason why you do that is because now you can build a system that protects you against where you're shit, and you build a system that makes sure that you strive where you're actually good. It's no more hiding. Stop looking at yourself and hating your flaws and hating things that you really don't like about yourself, and learn to start loving it and using it with yourself. You have strengths that people don't have, and you have weaknesses that people don't have. Am I saying it right?
And you have, yeah.
Weaknesses that people don't have. Sorry, guys, I didn't finish college. And the quicker that you can actually look at this, it's data. It's literally, why do you think I love charts? Because it's honest with myself. Charts have taught me everything about myself. It showed me where I'm greedy. It showed me where I suck. It showed me where I'm really good. And for me, I respected that. I hated it in the beginning. And that's why I never listened to stop losses. I never listened to these things because I had my ego saying, no, that's not right. That's not true. And end of the day, I started shooting myself in the foot. So the quicker that you can write down what you think are your strengths and your weaknesses. Guys, I'm giving you a whole list to do here. You're putting your vision board of who the people are, the person you want to become. Now it's time to be like, okay, cool. I want to become that. Where am I? Where am I right now? So where are these strengths? Where are these weaknesses? Now, you don't have to change your weaknesses. You can work on them, but ultimately, you can build things that help you. For example, I have a soft heart. I help people every day, and I do it way too much, like way too much to the extent where I actually hurt myself all the time. And I'm trying to better myself there. But I also sit in the back of my head and I'm like, if I try change this, I'm starting to lose a part of who I actually am, of why people actually really love me. So what do? I get the people around me that can help me with that. I get the people that are strong and that will protect me to make sure that I don't overdo and do all these sort of things. So you see how I never took a part of my weakness away from me. I learned to work with it and accept it. And by doing that, I started to surround myself with the right people that protect that side. Because Sheldon mustn't lose his heart. I don't have to become hard in order to get my way in life. At some point, I did think so. And this is what a lot of business people think as well. They need to become these hard people to get their way. I never wanted to do that. So I learned the shortcut of building what I need around it. Now, this is a perfect example of working with one of your weaknesses, but still keeping the ability of who you truly are. You have your own story. Everyone is different to one another. And ultimately, you need to protect that to make you unique on this planet. Why are you trying to become someone else? Learn to work through both of them. So guys, I do have to go do a show now. It's time to go talk a little bit of crypto. And same thing again with that is I have strengths and weaknesses within crypto. But my big strength is I never quit. One of my weaknesses is I get too busy that maybe I'm not always on the market all the time and all these sort of things. But now it's my time to show up. I want you to show up every single day. And whatever mindset you be in, it doesn't matter. I got to go show up for those people so that they don't quit every single day. Now, I've given you a few basic tools that I need you to do. I need you to write down who you want to be, where you want to be, who do you want beside you. Really think about that. Then I want you to go and research and see who are your leaders in each of those categories. Understand, you like someone on the internet. Why do you like them? You don't even know yourself why you like them. Go pick out why you actually like them. Above that, you need to now sit and say, okay, this is the life that I want to create. Where am I right now? And in your own head, write the basics of the strengths and weaknesses that you see in yourself. May this be in the business world, may this be in the relationship world, may this be in your mental mindset. Go write your strengths and weaknesses. So comment below if you've enjoyed this, comment why you've enjoyed this, and let's do something incredible.